my IPQ is on homework and whether or not it's beneficial for health and progress in children. I did a vote and Mrs. Martineau said that homework is always good. Mrs. Baker and Mrs. Winton Mills said it's normally not very good, and the other names at the bottom, they think that it's always good. No, that it's sometimes good, sorry. I did a survey on Microsoft Forms to all the staff, and these were the results. As you can see, they're all colour coded. This is just some more results with the questions underneath. This is year 7 and 8 vote, and only one person thought that it was good, and everyone else didn't think it was. I asked Mrs. Baker, and Mrs. Baker thinks that homework is good so long as. Oh no, I accidentally skipped. Sorry. Go back. Mrs. Baker thinks that homework is good if it's appropriate and targeted. And she also thinks that homework can cause stress and isn't good for children overall and shouldn't be given out as much as it currently is. Mr. O'Sullivan thinks that homework is not good if it's for the sake of it. For example, like if someone says Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, you should be giving out homework every day, and then they just give out random nonsense that's not relevant, then she thinks that it's not good. I found from research some pros of homework, and it can extend a pupil's learning and develop independence. It can reduce a child's screen time. It may get parents involved with the student's work, and the parent can know where the student is in terms of how well they're doing at school and what they're doing at school. It reinforces the work done in lessons, and research shows that it can progress a child by 8 months a year, but average it's 5 months. Some pros of homework are it extends a pupil's learning. Wait, what? I just did that. Sorry, it's being really slow.
Right, Sebastian, it's fine.
Oh yeah, some cons of homework. It can reduce family time because they might be doing homework instead of being with their family or doing whatever. It might not be relevant and not beneficial in the long term. Like Mrs. Baker said, it has to be appropriate and targeted. It can cause stress, and some of the homework is just set because that's the teacher's job, and it is irrelevant, like what Mr. O'Sullivan said. And homework can make a student bored of a certain subject. So, for example, if there's a subject they really like, say they really like history, but they have too much boring history homework that they really don't like, it might make the student not like it because they do too much of it or get bored of it. It can make a student less keen to learn, as they could think the homework's tedious, and they might think that the lessons are like that. That's what I've researched. That good homework can progress a child by up to 8 months a year, and on average 5 months. Homework, on average, has a really low cost, so it's really easy to hand out. Some homework can damage mental health by causing high levels of anxiety and stress. Homework can make students more tired due to less sleep, like if they're staying up late, and then they're maybe scared that the teacher might tell them off, so they're staying up really late doing it. And this is what I think about it. These are the pros that I've come up with. I think that homework can help children who struggle in a particular subject or area, and helps the child develop independence and confidence. The teacher then may be aware of what the child can do without support and independently. Parents may also like to know what the student is doing and where they are at with their work, and how much or little they struggle with the subject. Sorry, it's just loading. This is what I think some cons of homework are. I believe that homework can put pressure on a student to complete it when the work has a due date. If a student forgets to complete their homework, or gets distracted, or for some reason can't do it, they can get stressed and in some instances scared in case they get told off. A student may also get stressed if the teacher expects a high standard, but the student may struggle in a particular area, and then the teacher might tell them off for not giving high quality work when they just aren't capable of that. To sum it up, I believe that homework is beneficial in the long term, but I'd only have it twice or thrice a week. I believe that students can get stressed if it's too difficult, and they have little or no help, and sometimes become scared of the teacher's reaction to them handing in work late. So to solve this issue, I believe that teachers should give very clear instructions as to what to do and give a bit more time to get homework done. I believe that homework is most beneficial when it's fun, and therefore the child will put more effort in, making them progress more. And that's it.
Thank you very much, Sebastian. That was really, really interesting and really balanced and well-researched view. So I'm just going to ask if anyone would like to ask Sebastian any questions.
I'll start, all right?
Thanks, Rob.
Sebastian, having done this project, has your opinion of homework changed?
Yes, a lot. I used to really think that homework was just bad, full stop, because being a student, I don't really like homework. But researching all of doing a project, I think has made me know that it is actually fairly valuable to do it. But as I said in the last slide, I wouldn't have it as much, just because it's really not that great, but then it's balanced out by the by how it's actually good.
Thank you. Very good.
Okay.
Sebastian, are there different types of homework that may be more or less beneficial, do you think?
I researched that projects, like if you're, you know what I mean, like a huge fact file or whatever, like 2-week-long homeworks, I think I found that they're far more beneficial because of what I said about the due date and the time. and there's much less pressure to get it finished because you've got that 2 weeks. And also, generally, they're far more fun. And as I said in the IPQ, fun homeworks often they put more effort in. The student puts more effort in, so you'll progress more.
Good.
Sebastian, I'll ask you a quick question if I can. I think you picked a really interesting topic, and we've talked about this at length. And me, obviously, being a teacher, I think homework can be really beneficial. But me as a parent, think it can be a right pain as well. So it's very difficult to get that balance correct. You listed a load of what you thought were cons to homework. Do you have an opinion on what the most significant con is of homework? Because I have my own idea of what it is. I just wonder what you thought.
I thought out of the list that the fact that it can reduce sleep,
right,
is quite an important one, because if you get less sleep, you take more time to do your homework because you're more tired, and then you take longer and then have less sleep, and just so on and so on.
No.
But I think they're all quite important.
Okay.
So.
Thank you. Well done.
Lovely. Thank you very much, Sebastian. That was really, really, as I said, really well researched and really interesting, and you put yourself across really well. So thank you very much.